All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Trustee Canwell Aurora.
May it please the court, I move that Trustee Canwell Aurora be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Trustee Canwell Aurora be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Aman Raj Singh Bajwa.
May it please the court, I move that Aman Raj Singh Bajwa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aman Raj Singh Bajwa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicholas Borovic.
May it please the court, I move that Nicholas Borovic be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicholas Borovic be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taylor Lee Bradford.
May it please the court, I move that Taylor Lee Bradford be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taylor Lee Bradford be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rachel Sheila Branco e Silva.
May it please the court, I move that Rachel Sheila Branco e Silva be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rachel Sheila Branco e Silva be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Laura Kakamo.
May it please the court, I move that Laura Kakamo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Laura Kakamo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Priyanka Pritikasha Chand.
May it please the court, I move that Priyanka Pratiksha Chand be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Priyanka Pritikasha Chand be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natasha Paris Curry.
May it please the court, I move that Natasha Paris Curry be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Natasha Paris Curry be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nathan John Davey.
May it please the court, I move that Nathan John Davey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nathan John Davey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jai Ding.
May it please, I move that Jai Ding be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jai Ding be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
David John Donaldson.
May it please the court, I move that David John Donaldson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let David John Donaldson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Laura Grace Elliott.
May it please the court, I move that Laura Grace Elliott be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Laura Grace Elliott be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yishuan Feng.
May it please the court, I move that Wishuan Feng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Li Xuan Feng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zikwan Gan.
May it please the court, I move that Zhiquan Gan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zhu Kang Gang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Temperance Grace Golan.
May it please the court, I move that Temperance Grace Golan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Temperance Grace Golan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adam Mark Gordon.
May it please the court, I move that Adam Mark Gordon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adam Mark Gordon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anastasia Hatzisarantinos.
May it please the court, I move that Anastasia Hatzisarantinos be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anastasia Hatzisarantinos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Deborah Elizabeth Horsley.
May it please the court, I move that Deborah Elizabeth Horsley be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Deborah Elizabeth Horsley be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zena Hu.
May it please the court, I move that Jinga Hu is a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zena Hu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jin Hian Huang.
May it please the court, I move that Jin Huan Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jing Huan Huang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Danielle Iacono.
May it please the court, I move that Danielle Iacono be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Danielle Iacono be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebecca Faye Gero.
May it please the court, I move that Rebecca Fangero be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rebecca Faye Gero be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Claudia Amelia Kowajska.
May it please the court, I move that Claudia Emilia Kowajska be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Claudia Amelia Kolodziejska be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ella Sung Hai Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Ella Sung Hai Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ella Sung Hai Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Khalil Marouche.
May it please the court, I move that Khalil Marouche be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Khalil Marouche be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natalie Claire McLaughlin.
May it please the court, I move that Natalie Claire McLaughlin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Natalie Claire McLaughlin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Waleed Murad.
May it please the court, I move that Walid Murad be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Walid Murad be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Vishnu Narayanan.
May it please the court, I move that Vishnu Narayanan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Vishnu Narayanan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tsi Chung Ngi.
May it please the court, I move that Zi Chong Ni be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zi Chung Yi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Newen.
May it please the court, I move that James Newen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Newen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rachel Polchai.
May it please the court, I move that Rachel Polchai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rachel Polchai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel John Alexander Prideaux.
May it please the court, I move that Samuel John Alexander Prideaux be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Samuel John Alexander Prideaux be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Leo Lindy Vo Quach.
May it please the court, I move that Leo Lindy Vo Quach be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Leo Lindy Vo Quach be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Genevieve Robinson.
May it please the court, I move that Genevieve Robinson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Genevieve Robinson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlie Rotondo.
May it please the court, I move that Charlie Rotondo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlie Rotondo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aya Salam.
May it please the court, I move that Aya Salam be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aya Salam be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
May Sarkisian.
May it please the court, I move that May Sarkisian be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let May Sarkisian be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Morgan Faith Schwartz.
May it please the court, I move that Morgan Faith Schwartz be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Morgan Faye Schwartz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Muhammad Farhan Shah.
May it please the court, I move that Muhammad Farhan Shah be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Muhammad Farhan Shah be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Ann Sincock.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Ann Sincock be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Ann Sincock be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Uma Sultan.
May it please the court, I move that my sister Amma Sultan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amma Sultan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lahandra Isabel Uckerman.
May it please the court, I move that Lahandra Isabel Urokman be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Let Alejandra Isabel Uckerman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Morgan Jack Wesley.
May it please the court, I move that Morgan Jack Wesley be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Morgan Jack Wesley be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chang Min Wu.
May it please the court, I move that Chang Min Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chang Min Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cheng Wu.
May it please the court, I move that Cheng Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Let Cheng Wu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Xin Lai Wang.
May I please the court, I move that Xinlei Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cheng Li Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Xin Ran Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Xing Ran Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Let Ching Rang Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will be necessary for those applicants whose admission has been moved to stand and remain standing for the purpose of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Please stand as directed by the officiating officer.
Could rows 1 and 2 on my right please stand? Trustee Kanwal Aurora, Aman Raj Singh Bajwa, Nicholas Borovic, Taylor Lee Bradford, Rachel Sheila Branco Silva, Laura Kakamo, Priyanka Pritikasha Chand, Natasha Paris Curry, Nathan John Davey, Jay Ding, David John Donaldson, Laura Grace Elliott, Yishuan Feng, Zichan Gan, Temperance Grace Golan, Adam Mark Gordon. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Anastasia Hatzisarantinos, Deborah Elizabeth Horsley, Stina Hu, Jin Hyun Huang, Danielle Iacono, Rebecca Faye Gero, Claudia Amelia Kowajska, Ella Sung-hee Lee, Khalil Marouche, Natalie Claire McLaughlin, Waleed Murad, Vishnu Narayanan, Zi Chung Ni, James Nguyen, Rachel Polchai, Samuel John Alexander Prideaux, Leo Lindy Vo Quach, Genevieve Robinson. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. Could the 2 rows to my left please stand? Charlie Rotondo, Aya Salam, May Sarkisian, Morgan Faith Schwartz, Muhammad Farhan Shah, Jessica Ann Sincock, Amma Sultan, Lahandra Isabel Uckerman, Morgan Jack Wesley, Chang Min Wu, Cheng Wu, Xinlei Yang, Xinran Zhao. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability. Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
May I warmly welcome you all to this, the Banco Court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Present with me on the bench today are Justice Stevenson to my right, who is a judge of the Equity Division, and Justice Kuntz to my left, who is also a judge of the Equity Division. I am Justice Adamson and am a judge of appeal. Together, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. We have done so sitting on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for tens of thousands of years. The court pays its respects to elders, past and present, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. To all the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We know how hard you have all worked to reach this important milestone. I'm also pleased to welcome those with you today or watching on the live stream. For many of you, the support of your family and friends will have been invaluable. For many of them, the endurance of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion may be at an end, or maybe not. Whatever the case, I'm sure they are immensely proud of you, and I encourage you to take the time to thank them. Depending on how good an advocate you are, you might even convince them to shout you a civilised dinner tonight to celebrate. In being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession, with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824. This May, the court to which you have just been admitted celebrates its 200th anniversary. It is one of the oldest continuing courts in the world. That is something of which we, and I hope you, are proud. That is, in celebrating the court's bicentenary, we also celebrate 200 years of the rule of law in New South Wales, about which I shall say something shortly. This ceremony is attended by unique but important formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by somebody who is already a member of the profession, and that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers and before senior judges of the court. They and we are all therefore witnesses to the serious promises and undertakings you have made. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have just made is a serious one. Whether you work in private practice, at the bar, at a community legal centre, a Crown Law office, the Aboriginal Legal Service, for legal aid, or a government department or agency, or in an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice, and must strive at all times to uphold these values. You will see from the portraits of former Chief Justices on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes as have been worn by your predecessors. You may be wondering why, after 200 years, we still wear these robes on ceremonial occasions. I can tell you that we do not wear them because they are particularly comfortable, which they are not, nor flattering, which they are not. We do so because it is thought that they serve to highlight the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales. You will also notice the gender and ethnicity of those in the portraits. I'm happy to say that judges are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. Some 45% of all judicial officers in New South Wales are now female, which is a significant change and not yet reflected in the portraits on the wall. Sometimes I think that it would be helpful to have a large gold-framed mirror in the Banco court on admission days so that each of you can imagine yourselves or someone like you as a judge of this court. As to continuity of the rule of law in a world where there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, the rule of law remains important. At its simplest, it is the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists. As we survey the globe, there is nothing theoretical about those threats and realities. In a speech delivered in 2018, Lord Hodge of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom aptly described the rule of law as a bastion against those who would use chaos as a ladder. Notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony, the life of the law is dynamic. The pandemic prompted a radical shift in the use of technology in our courtrooms, and the advent of AI brings its own challenges. While the increasing use of technology offers a number of advantages, the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. Law is neither rocket science nor brain surgery. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, perform under pressure, and deal with each other. An individual in need of your services as a lawyer is in many cases an individual facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis, affecting his or her liberty, property, personal well-being, or health or financial position. There is therefore a need to deliver services not only competently, but always with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances. That requires a human being with emotional intelligence. The need for human engagement by lawyers with those needing legal assistance is also a powerful reason why there should be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our community. That very much includes Indigenous lawyers. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates, and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can, and feel they can, be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. We already have that diversity on our juries in criminal trials. The admissions ceremonies on which I have sat, including this one, highlight that there is a far greater diversity of background among junior lawyers than previously. We hope this will help build trust in and respect for both the judiciary and the legal profession. Let me now offer a little bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. At various points of your career, you will make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from those errors. One mistake you must not make is to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. That will not be good advice, and they will not welcome it in the long run when the true picture emerges. Being a lawyer means that you are an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you are not dealing with the law in a vacuum, but the law as it applies to people's lives. That human engagement extends to your interactions with your colleagues, including those with whom you negotiate or against whom you litigate. Aspects of the law, especially if you are involved in litigation, are confrontational. The practice of law is stressful and demanding enough without personal animus and antagonism between practitioners adding to the load. It is essential that you maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour, remembering at all times that you are now members of a profession and not a business. Another thing you should remember is that the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often less is more. For a non-lawyer, law is often incomprehensible. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others. So strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your writing and your speaking. To do so helps access to justice. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are both extremely important. There may, and I dare say there will, be times when you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. You must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it at all, as we all have at times, try to take a step back and get some perspective. Also remember that the law is a highly collegiate profession, and in this context, let me now call upon the young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society to say a few words. Ms Yates, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is Sophie Yates, and I've been practising as a barrister for a little under a year now. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, but it is also a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I'm proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the challenges of my job and that it allows me to give expert advice, to represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. I've been asked to say a few words about the pathway to the bar. If you're interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website. And each year there is a Career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year of practice, you are known as a reader. You receive formal mentoring from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority, known as your tutors, who meet with you regularly and teach you practical skills. Although you have this formal arrangement with your tutors, the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality and its open door policy, especially in chambers. I've also been asked to say a few words about the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers. There are many opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association. It has a range of committees, including the New South Wales New Barristers Committee, which organises social and educational functions for barristers within their first 5 years of practice, like me. And there's also a Diversity and Equality Committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the Bar Association, to attract the best people to the profession, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a solicitor or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist the community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in the legal profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this Honourable Court. May it please the Court.
Thank you, Ms Yates. Mr Noonan, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is William Noonan, and not so long ago I stood where you are standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court roll as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you've achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy. Often, it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after 3 years, working first as in-house counsel and now as an associate solicitor in private practice, I can tell you that I've already learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I've learnt is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is home of that community, with 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to communities and to uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I've been part of the Law Society of New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for a little over a year, and part of the Eastern Suburbs Law Society for 3. Here, I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance, and support when I need it at most, as well as the opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in this new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up, speak to your employer about us. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community. May it please the Court.
Thank you, Mr Noonan. May I say this to all in closing. The law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, and satisfying. It is full of intelligent, committed, and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer, of your achievements to date, and the profession you have just joined. It is a profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community. You are now an important part of that important profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourselves too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, I once again congratulate you on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The Court will now adjourn.
All stand. This Honourable Court is now adjourned.